This is Akil Robertson with your RETV This Day in History moment. On this day in 1838, famed abolitionist Fredrick Douglas escaped from slavery in Maryland. Douglas was born into slavery when he was around 12 years old and was taught the alphabet by the wife of his plantation owner. The young Douglas was soon able to read and write fluently, but had to keep his literacy a secret, as slaveholders decided that an educated slave was dangerous. When it was discovered that he was teaching other slaves to read, Douglas was sent to a slave breaker who frequently and brutally whipped him for alleged insubordination. Douglas's education and his experience of the horrors of enslavement refined his critique of the institution of slavery. Douglas successfully escaped from his enslavement in September 1838 using the papers of a free sailor to board a train headed north, eventually arriving in New York's safe house of abolitionist David Ruggles. Douglas went on to become a prominent abolitionist, famous for his eloquent oratory and his intelligence, which disproved slaveholders' claims that slaves were not intelligent enough to be free. He published multiple narratives of his life in slavery, which drew attention to the injustice of slavery in the southern states, and campaigned for civil rights issues in the antebellum era. Douglas continued the fight for equal rights, and after the Civil War and emancipation, advocating the enfranchisement of African Americans and women. In 1872, the Radical Equal Rights Party nominated him for vice president, with feminist activist Victoria Woodhull for president, making him the first African American nominated for office. Fredrick Douglass died in 1895, aged 77. Again, this is Akil Robertson with your RETV This Day in History moment.